Welcome to my guide for the Memory of Nomad weekly minigame. For this, you will need to be on the lunar spellbook and have completed Livid Farm for the Disruption Shield. You will also need a Defender or a Shield for the Resonance ability, and then you'll want to get used to and have easy access to the Debility ability. As for the combat style, you will be using melee with dual wield, and then if you have a Zaros God Sword, bring that as well, as its special attack is very handy. Dreadnips can also be very good, and then your best overload with the Super Prayer Renewal Potion, along with a Steel Titan with its scroll, and then one Spiritual Prayer Potion, 6 dose, and then a normal Super Restore, 4 dose, 6 Saradomin and Bruise, the Excalibur to heal you, Vulnerability Bombs, and then an Adrenaline Urn. This is so you do not lose adrenaline while running to the boss. As for your quick prayers, you will want Deflect from melee, and then your Turmoil or the tier 99 Curse prayer. Once you're all ready, summon the Titan, add scrolls to it, take out a weapon poison, and then another shark or rocktail, and then we'll be charging our adrenaline to fill up the adrenaline urn. Once you're ready, run south if you're at the War's Retreat, and right click the portal and go to Death's office. From here, go behind the door of Death and then enter it. Once you're here, run north, and as you can see, this is why the adrenaline urn is so good, because it's a lot of running. If not, you'll just need to keep adrenaline stalling, and then you need 100% once you're at the boss. And then you can't surge or bladed dive, so it's just like a mile you gotta run. Now, before we enter, I suggest either the Dark Magic aura, Vampirism if you are getting hit too much, or even Majorath. Do not use Berserk, as you will get smacked even more, which is bad. So activate your aura, enter through the door, go through the confirmation, and then enter. And then when you enter, go north a little bit, you will see that it is so foggy. Right click your world map and then skybox filters, and then just click a random skybox for the dust to go away. And now we can start the boss fight. Throughout the fight, Gillinor in the background will swing his arm just like that. You want to move away from that purple mist. That is considered a magic hit. And then right there, as you saw those red bombs, those are completely separate from the Gillinor arm. They can happen throughout the fight, and then you'll just want to move away from it. Next up, right there, feel the power of Gillinor. You'll want to just move out of the way, because that hand is stationary. It goes to where you were last at. And then again, those magic bombs, you just kinda avoid it. They can happen at the same time or independently. During phase 2, Nomad has all the previous mechanics, but now there is an additional one, and that will be right here where he teleports to either the west or east, and he'll say, "Can you handle my wrath?" You'll run to resonance or devotion. If you do not, it is a 7,500 damage that you will need to eat. And then the rest of the phase is pretty much the same. Just for that part, remember, you can either spawn all the way to the west side or all the way to the east side, and then he will give you that little notification. It can be a lot to handle since all the mechanics can happen at once. And then again, right here, since I used the disruption shield the first time, I will resonance, and then continue this until phase 2 is completed. Now for phase 3, once you bring Nomad to half health, he will split into 2, which should happen right here. Generally, it will be the minion that is on the bridge. So just attack it and then kill it. If you choose wrong, you have to attack the other clone and kill that. So it probably wastes about 30 seconds, I would say. But remember, it's mostly on the bridge is when it's the real one. And then it's pretty much basic. You just need to keep an eye on all the other mechanics. And then once you do kill this one, phase 4 will start. Now for phase 4, you'll be teleported in the middle, and you won't be able to go west or east as far. Right there, when he says you are now alone, he will disable your prayers for 3 seconds. In that time, pretty much use debilitate or swap to your shield and then reflect. If not, I mean, the damage does stack up, as you see right here. It's constant 1k hits, and then just attack him as normal. Keep in mind, your prayer is the most important thing. And actually, if you want, when he disables it, you can surge like that, which gives you maybe 2 seconds of free stuff, so it should be good. And then this is the last and hardest part, because all the mechanics are pretty much in an enclosed area and you just have to like face tank everything. As you see, I'm just spamming bruise. And then that is pretty much it for this last phase. It's just that part he disables your prayer can be overwhelming. Drink your weapon poison, pray, drink, berserk, and now we attack the boss. Remember to throw your vuln bombs since you do have them for this purpose. And now you just go ham on him. And then place the drenaps if you brought them. They can stun him. Boop. There we go. And then for this phase, I like to Excalibur right away. And then just normal DPS them. And then you may want to brew for the first phase. And then don't worry about your prayer or health too much, because when you're on the next phase, it restores both of them. Oh, I guess not the prayer. Okay, that's fine. And remember, this one is the one you go into Disruption Shield, as this is phase 2 of the boss fight. So disruption shield, and now you just attack him. Every time you slaughter him, kick. I ran right into that. There we go, perfect. And now since he said the same spec again, you want to resonance this. There we go. Now for phase 3, remember, when you bring him to half health, he will be in a clone. So let's bring him half health now. And then brew just a little bit. And remember, attack the one on the bridge, and then pretty much spam your brews for this part. And hopefully, we attack the right one. Oh. Okay, there we go. It does get a little close with the bombs if they are by you. There we go. Now for phase 4, which is the worst. Oh, I wasted food. From here, you'll turn off your prayer. You can use debilitate, or just like what I did. And now, you go ham. Remember, vuln bombs are your friend, and same thing with the dread nips. And then I like to surge back and forth to avoid all the mechanics. And then once he turns your prayer off, just surge again. Boom, debilitate. You have to pay very close attention for your prayer. There we go. Re-overload, drink your spiritual potion, and then drop another, and then eat up. As you can tell, it's fairly easy if you manage your brews. And then remember, just keep surging back and forth. And then here, just spam your brews, and that's it. That's the kill. And then in the chat box, it does say what time you did complete it at. And then just loot this Nomad's bounty. Remember, this is a weekly minigame and you are able to reset it with the weekly token. And with that, thank you all so much for watching this Memory of Nomad guide, and enjoy the rest of your day.